Hello everyone. In this video we will see a common trope in science fiction is an alien unidentifiable metal. Is such a thing possible? And I welcome you to the Question Answer channel. The channel where you will find the answer to everything. Today Andy Duffell, Joseph Reinemann, Ned Boff and James Flack are going to present their answers to us. Let's see Andy Duffell's first answer.
Definitely possible. It's unlikely that a new element could be stable enough to be useful, as you say. But metals are almost never used in their elemental form in engineering. An unknown alloy, especially one containing nonmetallic components, it's structured in a novel way is highly possible. These days we can make alloys out of metals and nonmetals, but such technology was unthinkable only a few decades ago. An alien technology is very likely to be doing interesting things with materials that we don't understand. There's a lot that we don't know, which means there's likely to be even more that we don't know.
What do you think? We will continue with Joseph Reinemann's answer.
Well, sort of. Completely unknown elements are pretty much a non-starter unless you assume we've gotten something very basic wrong about chemistry and particle physics, because as you mentioned, anything not currently listed on the periodic table shouldn't be able to exist long enough for us to notice it. There are some models that predict there may exist an island of stability where you might have a few super heavy elements capable of enduring for millions of years, but most predict that they'd only last a few minutes. The only realistic scenario I can think of for why we'd be seeing something like that in alien tech would be if it were produced as a waste product by a novel reactor or engine system, in which case we might be able to detect them by looking for an unusual neutron surge as they decayed. It seems to me though that this would represent a massive design flaw, given how much wasted energy producing these transuranic elements would represent. Unknown alloys, on the other hand, are quite plausible. We don't have anywhere close to a complete list of all the different chemical compounds one can create, let alone instructions for how to produce all the ones we do know about. Given that an interplanetary species would presumably be able to take advantage of zero-G manufacturing, asteroid harvesting, and a variety of novel smelting techniques that simply don't work very well in an oxygen atmosphere, it's quite plausible that scientists tasked with analyzing one of their artifacts would be running into all kinds of materials we don't currently have names for and wouldn't be equipped to make for ourselves. That said, we wouldn't be completely helpless. A simple spectrograph would be able to give us a full inventory of the elements making it up, and from that we could probably work out the chemical formula being used. While this wouldn't be enough information to set up a production line, it could be used as a basis for working out some of the mechanical properties and weaknesses of the alien alloy.
The following answer is from Ned Boff.
Yes, and it is science fact, not science fiction. Set aside the transuranic elements for a moment and just consider the present-day turbojet engine blade. It's made of monocrystalline nickel alloy. Drop that into 1920s American labs and the scientists of the day wouldn't be able to figure out what it was until they had some time to destroy it and figure out the elements involved. And still wouldn't know how to make it. And that's just 100 years of materials tech advancement. Figure some advanced alien species is maybe thousands or tens of thousands of years more advanced. Yes, it is easily possible that some alien alloy is found and it's unidentifiable.
The next answer is from James Flack.
Sort of. You can easily have something obscure that the field crew don't recognize. Would you know metallic cerium if you saw it? So that is your, I've never seen anything like it, we'll have to get a sample for the lab, cliché. In the lab, a simple mass spectrometer will tell you it is cerium. But why on earth would you make anything out of it? I know what it is, but I don't know what it's for. However, cerium is pyrophoric, so the idiot who brings it in from vacuum to the lab without sealing the sample container properly sets fire to it. I don't know what it was. Quote, then you have odd alloys or crystal structures that we can't make yet.
This is the end of the video. Thank you for staying until the end. If you found the answer you were looking for, please leave a like and subscribe, it would help us a lot. The video is over, you can continue discussing this question in the comments, or find another question that interests you. See you next time.